Ladies and gentlemen, all my journalist friends, all my very close friends, great welcome. And I start with thank you that all of you took time out and you came here. As I have been explaining to some of my other friends who talk to me separately, this is probably a special program. This is to remember my daughter. But the difference this year and in the other years is, first of all, she passed away on 13th of August. This is her 13th anniversary, and this is year 2013. So whatever the reaction on the family would be, I don't have to say anything about it. But then there was another aspect too. Nazia's songs, when I opened television, I saw some youngster singing her song. When India made a film, there was a song again sung by Nazia, and it started a Nazia Hassan revival in India. That only told me that people till today remember my daughter, and they remember her with a lot of affection. Nazia was a great person as far as social work was concerned, and this is why we had organized Nazia Hassan Foundation, which will make her dream come true of working for little children who do not have a family or who are not looked after properly, and worst of all, those children who were on the roads. So this is why I requested two very close and great friends of mine, Reginald Massey, who doesn't know him? Everyone knows who he is, and anyone who hasn't read his books hasn't read anything. He is, I think, whatever he says about people, he called her golden girl with golden voice, and this is how people remember her today. On the other side is Javed Jabbar. Are you still a senator, and are you still a minister?
Just a friend of Munisa.
Just a friend of Munisa, yes. He has been all those things, and I think we'll again see him in the political side. Javed, I would say Nazia was fortunate. I mean, she grew up in front of him, and when she became Nazia Hassan, she just reached there and, Javed uncle, I'm going to share your social work. And they went to Rajasthan and they went to other hot places and came back very happy. And she made a record of the whole thing, what all she had been doing. And this is, of course, my son. He can say a few things. I call him my son because I'm not disagreeing with him, but he says grandmothers are old and they die, so I don't want to call you anything else but my mom. So I'm his mom. So here it is. Yes.
Well, first of all, honestly, it's an honor for me to sit here in front of all of you, because it just shows how much everyone cares about my mom, and she's still ever present in everybody's mind. Sitting here, my mom's had so many nicknames. The girl with the golden voice, the girl from Wimbledon. To me, she was just my mom. So it's overwhelming to just see everyone here and their views and perceptions of my mom. So thank you, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have.
Now I would request first Reginald Massey, my very dear friend and a great support from the days when he came to attend my child's funeral. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it was an excellent idea by the Nazia Hassan Foundation to initiate this project to help young talent. The reason being that, having followed her career very closely, all her life she was very much committed to the young. And I think this is a very, very worthy project. I congratulate the Nazia Hassan Foundation, and I hope that they will carry on helping new talent. Music speaks an international language. It has no cultural or linguistic boundaries. And this is where Nazia scored amongst the younger people of the subcontinent. The young people of the entire subcontinent followed her closely and emulated her style. She is remembered even today as the girl with the golden voice. And later today, if I am permitted, I will recite a poem that I wrote to Nazia, which was published, but not now. Thank you.
Thank you, Maniza, for this very gracious invitation that you've extended to Shabnam and myself and our friends. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be here. You are adequately and well informed about Nazia's golden voice. I recall her as a little girl with a large heart and a big mind. Attributes that are not normally associated with singers. And as will become evident perhaps later in the evening when one shares some thoughts with you or recollections, she was, as her mother has well said, a singer, an artist, but also a multiple dimensional personality. So I'm delighted to be here to pay tribute to her and look forward to listening to the music and elaborating perhaps just a little more on some of these thoughts. Thank you.
नाज़िया हसन एक बड़ा नाम था और वो लोगों में आज भी ज़िंदा हैं। अपने गानों से एक बड़ी एम्बेसडर थी पाकिस्तान की, और इंडिया में, श्रीलंका में, बांग्लादेश में, पाकिस्तान में लोग उनको उनके कलाम और उनके नाम और उनके गानों की वजह से याद रखते हैं। और आज भी वो दुनिया है, पाकिस्तान में और इंडिया में उनके गाने नौजवानों पे और दूसरे लोगों पे एक बहुत गहरा असर छोड़ते हैं। वो दुनिया से चली गई हैं लेकिन लोगों के दिलों में वो हुकूमत कर रही हैं और हुक्मरानी कर रही हैं।
A special quality of Nazia was that at a very particular time in our country's history in Pakistan, Nazia and her brother Zoeb expressed a very distinctive voice of restlessness, of aspiration, of a heartfelt sense of melody and rhythm, which captured the whole tenor of that age. Second, she was not only a singer, which is tough enough, but she had multiple dimensions to her personality. She was very interested in the world around her. She was interested in the welfare of the downtrodden and the disadvantaged. So I'm very glad that the Nazia Hassan Foundation will sustain that spirit of public service.